Good morning, viewers all over the world, specifically viewers from Nigeria. Business Africa is the program, and my guest on the program today is a social activist, a chartered accountant, a politician, and a social analyst, Comrade Austin Usman Okai. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's no gainsaying that the economic situation in the country today, Nigeria, is very harsh, following the removal of fuel subsidy. Before we go into the main issue at hand, what is your view about the current economic reality in Nigeria?
Yeah, it is a glaring fact that none of us can deny it. Both the have and have not are facing the reality. A country where a cartons of Indomie is 22,000, from 6,000, 7,000 to 26,000 within a month is something that is strange. If I should have my way, I think the approach adopted by the president in economic reform was very harsh. And that was because he is an aristocrat. He bourgeois. He does not understand what is happening on the street before he became the president. And so when we keep complaining of the long decay in the system, we are now at the receiving end. Apart from fuel subsidy removal, there's a kind of intentional sabotage, because majorities of how should the dollar price affect yam from Makurdi to Abuja? I'm yet to see the correlation between dollar.
Even the egg from poultry to the market.
From here to Kefi here, there are about 10 to 15 poultry farms. They bring this egg from there to Abacha.
So ordinarily should not have a bearing with dollar.
I'm here to see the direct bearing with, because the removal of this subsidy, which everybody is blaming on as a major cause, it was a very wrong move at the wrong times with a wrong template, because they remove the money from the poor Nigerians and we are pushing more money to the state. Even Kogi State now is not receiving less than 10 billion per month. Nasarawa, the same thing. So the governors are having so much money. Ordinarily, they're supposed to venture into capital expenses, road constructions, building of infrastructure, having a palliative.
And this project that will have direct bearing on the life of the people, so that practically we'll see the use of the subsidy money.
So the governors' forums is like a big court groups where nobody will ever. You can see what happened between the 30 billion statement of the Senate President Akpabio and the reactions from the governors of so that issue died down like that. No follow-up comment from the presidency or Akpabio. I don't believe that Akpabio can just come and lie to Nigeria like that. It's not possible. So it's always like, look at the issue of palliative the other day. Like my friend Senator Natasha, who went with about 6 trailers of bags. If not because she's Natasha, they would have summoned her to the ethics committee. I don't know you get it now. Some of these National Assembly members, there's like a court group. Once they collect it, you go and deny, I go and deny. So Nigerians are tired. Nigerians are at the receiving end, and the policy put in place to cushion the effect of this subsidy removal is nowhere to be found.
But as a means of cushioning the effect of this subsidy removal, the federal government is giving out palliative to states in form of rice to be shared to Nigerians. What do you think about that?
What happened in Kogi State? Ododo released rice. Those rice, the local government chairman went and gave to the boys of the party, not the community leaders, not the traditional leader, not the imams, not the pastors. They give it to the youth leaders of their party, largely thugs, who will go to their house and ask for it. They give whatever they want and they hide whatever they have. Who will ask them a question? So the way they are going is being politicized. So he's not addressing the yearning of the people. It's being hijacked by the politics. Ordinarily, palliative should be designed for citizens, irrespective of your political party, irrespective of your religions, irrespective of your tribes, irrespective of your ideology, that you are a Nigerian,
You are
a
entitled
citizen,
to it.
you should be entitled to palliative. Not that the political parties are fair, but what the local government chairman did? They hand over to their leadership of their party, the youth leaders of their party, and this thing is hijacked. And at the road end, that's why you are seeing the system is crumbling. I can tell you authoritatively that the president has lost control, except otherwise. If not, yesterday was practically begging the like of Aliko Dangote, Bua, these people, cement is 98% limes. It's now at 11,000, 12,000, Bua is 15,000. Nobody questioned it. And these same people produce Indomie. Dangote produces Indomie largely. He is now, so he controls, he decides what happened in this country. And the government ventures are not happening. And the price control is nowhere to be found. Nobody regulates who. If the spare part dealer can sit down in Kubo or Apo and decide that they are going to sell the price of tire like this.
And so
What
it
will
will
you
be.
do? There's nothing you can do about it. Nobody is checking the middlemen between the poor and the entrepreneur. There's
All right.
no checking them.
Be that as it may, the NLC have scheduled Tuesday and Wednesday for a nationwide protest. Even the president of the NLC was raising alarm that there is an indication and that they are aware of the plan by the government to attack the protesters when they come out to protest. But what is your view about this planned protest by the NLC, Nigerian Labour Congress?
I don't know what they intend to achieve with that protest. 2 days protest to do what? A warning or what? Shut down the system. Go on a strike. You are suffocating the people. There is no increment in the salaries to the workers. Now, from here to AYA is 300 naira. AYA to Federal Secretariat, 200 naira, 500. That is for those that work within Federal Secretariat.
So on
But
average,
those who take along,
on average, to go to work and come back every
those
day,
who
you
take
spend
along,
1,000
it's
naira.
more than those who walk into some inside Maitama that trek carried along before. You spend no less than 2,000 go and come back
On daily basis.
Yes.
And
now
the
salary
is
still
30,000.
remain. How many of them are paying?
30,000.
How many
Meaning,
of them
if
are
you are
paying?
spending 2,000 naira on transportation, you are talking about 60,000 in a month.
Okay, the president promised CNG buses, those single buses, no government transportation system is effective in FCT. I'm talking of FCT. And if this thing is happening in FCT, only God knows what will happen in other states of the Federation. So there's nothing the government has put in place to cushion the effect. Nothing. The only thing the government does for Nigeria before now is subsidy on petroleum. They don't provide electricity for us. They don't provide security for us. They don't provide transportation for us. We provide this thing. The only thing they have is this electricity. Now, the other day they say they're removing
Electric
energy.
tariff.
Do we even have energy? So we don't know what you're talking about. In all the developed economy, government cannot hands up from their daily activities of human.
But don't you see that this protest is coming late?
Coming late, but better than never. So we shouldn't even wait for NLC to lead protests. Where is system work? Where are the civil societies organization? Where are the Save Nigeria group that still large protests under Jonathan?
It wasn't as bad as this when the Wale Soyinka,
It wasn't as bad as this. Now,
Aisha Yusuf, and even Buhari himself took to the streets in protest. But all of them seems to be silent. What do you think is happening?
Because of politics, interest. We are human beings. You must have a biased mind, no matter how neutral you claim to be or how sainthood you claim to be. You must have a biased mind. And mind you, what if Wale Soyinka is not alive? Can't we have another generation? We should have another generation.
You are an activist, and over the year, you've participated in a lot of protests against bad governance. Equally, you are silent too.
No, I'm not. We are part of people since I went into politics, now I contested for House of Reps. So there's a limit to how I can bring my head in, because it may tell me to be political party doing this thing. I don't know you get it now. So when the civil society organization lead, if NLC lead, if ANSU will lead, there is National Association of Nigerian Students, National Association of National Polytechnic Students, National Association of College of Education students, they are also directly and largely being affected by this thing. You are aware that even NYC people at the orientation camp, they are being asked to go to the farm,
They complained, and
fetch the
that the
firewood.
director threatened to punish them if they complain.
Yes, they have to go and fetch the firewood. They cannot even eat more. They can't eat anymore at the orientation. So every Nigerian of works of life should rise up against this, because the president needs help, and he has been cycled by the strong cabals, just as Udume said, the Lagos cabal. These people are there. They are running the economic of families and friends, the economics of lawyer boy. The Minister of Finance is a friend to the Attorney General of the Federation. Attorney General of the Federation is a friend to the CBN governor. The CBN governor is a friend to the EFCC. They are all from the same side of Yoruba.
Like late fella and Anipola Kuti will say, paddy government.
Paddy government, thank you for that word. So they are all committee of friends. I don't know you get it now. So there is nobody can look into them, and they are all lawyer boys. They are not his friends. Nobody can tell me.
Okay, on a conclusive note, what would be your advice to Nigerians?
We should rise up. One, national interest. People like Dangote, the capitalists, boers, they are not helping the system at all. And at the same time, when the FCC invaded Dangote or the forest policy, you can see the two sides are also to be. You are aware that the FCC invaded the headquarters in Lagos, looking for this, accusing him. Now, everything we are blaming Emefiele, we may even end up tendering an apology to Emefiele, because whatever the Cardoso and his teams are doing is not yielding any effect. They are now carrying on to Zone 4, borrow the change to fight so that the dollar value can come back. I don't know how that will yield the report. So the whole thing is that the president should seek advice. If you look at why PDP succeeded, they hire technocrats, expertise across the world. Ugozo Kozowela was brought from the World Bank. Ali Mote was brought in. Even within there, they look at the expertise. People like Erfai, they were all recruited by the CBN. I mean, by the then of Obasanjo. Jonathan came. He brings in so many
experts.
Yes. So
and
now,
the rest of them.
Look for the expertise, people that have a solution to this problem. Listen to them, meet them. Where are they? Bring them on board. And you have to be humble enough, because as it stands now, the president immediately he was sworn into the office. Instead of him to hit the ground running, he was interested in building the lawyer boys on second terms. His interest was second terms. Immediately he resumed as Villa. His interest was second term. How to win second term without itches. How to win second term. How to win second term. And now the policies of assaulting we are in. He lost focus on economy. He lost focus on how to build a nation. He lost focus on, and this IMF that is listening to, in America, the government subsidize energy. They subsidize cotton farms, they pay subsidy to some key sectors.
Almost everywhere.
Everywhere.
They so subsidize almost everything.
You can't just come here in a country like this. 99% of the youth are unemployed. People are graduating from universities every year, graduating from Polytechnic every year, graduating from the School of Nursing every year, graduating from the colleges of education every day. Some are stopping at ND, some are stopping at SSCE, no job anywhere. And if you even seek job, they ask you to come and pay as much as 3 to 4 million naira. In all, everywhere is CBN, NNPC,
just anywhere,
everywhere. The jobs, any little opportunity, they are selling it. So you don't.
And even the one that is not on sale is given to the who is who in Nigeria for their families.
Yeah, that is it. So the commoners are hopeless, and I'm afraid of tomorrow. I'm afraid of tomorrow, because when people resist, there may not be a way out. I don't know you get it now. And unfortunately, they say that they are going to attack. How many are they that are going to attack the NLC protest? If Nigeria made up their mind that they are going to come up, what is even the total numbers of the military we have? When there is the anarchy in Enugu, anarchy in the Anambra, anarchy in Port Harcourt, anarchy in Owerri, anarchy in Kano.
But do you think NLC will have that unanimous support like that? Because as it starts, people are already accusing NLC of keeping quiet to these abnormalities for a very long time.
They're supposed to have hit the ground running for long. Immediately the subsidy was removed. Even the 35,000 they promised people, just after they started talking of this protest that the government went to pay. So you don't even need to wait. Do you know how many people have died? People are fainting on the road. People are trekking and people are collapsing on the road. How much is the Panadol now? Paracetamol is 500 naira. So now a commoner, do you know what it is now? A commoner can't even buy paracetamol.
That reminds me at AYE day before yesterday, somebody collapsed and people were shouting, "Give him food, give him food."
That is just the situation.
Ordinarily, they ought to have rushed him to the hospital.
No, it's food.
But even the crowd, the shouting was, "Give him food."
Okay,
give
how
him
much
food.
is a pure water now? Let's say one pure water.
It's 50 naira.
50 naira. To drink 2 pure water now,
100 naira.
Okay, it's not. They don't even have access
Instead of
to
10
it.
or 15
They don't
naira
have
that it
access
used to
to
be.
it. And you are not pushing money to the circulation. You are not pushing money to the circulation. And the issue of it is simple. Even while we are trying to blame the capitalists that are behind it, the production cost. Most of this inflation you are seeing so are production costs. Cost of production is high in this country.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, and we appreciate your analysis and the proposed solution to the problem at hand. And with time again, we hope to see you again after the protest so that we analyze the result and the effect of the protest to see if it is effective and if it has yielded any result or not. Really then after then, we'll want to talk about your state, Kogi State, where you come from, and see how we can analyze the economy in the past year and the year ahead. Thank you very much for being with us. Viewers, here we'll draw the curtain on the program today. We hope to see you again on another interesting edition of the program. My guest on the program today is Comrade Austin Usman Okai, a chartered accountant, a social analyst, an activist, and a politician. Thank you very much for being with us. You're welcome.
Thank you, Alaji.
At Ustv confirmed news, culture and entertainment, the latest information, all at Ustv. Your number one internet station, Ustv. The need of the best, yo. Ustv. Ustv, Unity Star Television, always ahead.